This is a DHT11. The far left pin is power, the middle is data, and the far right is ground. And I'm going to connect this up using the diagram on the screen now. Here is my breadboard. It has the ESP32 on the right hand side with the power and ground cable connected along the side rails. And then I have my yellow cable, which is my data cable, connecting to the middle pin of the DHT11. Now I'm going to show you the Arduino IDE first. Okay, so here we are in the Arduino IDE. I have my ESP32 connected up to the IDE. However, if you're using an Arduino, that's completely fine. You just select the Arduino. First thing we need to do is install the DHT11 library. Here we're going to be using the one by Adafruit. It supports the DHT11, DHT22, and all their other DHT series. I'm going to need to import the library, and I'm going to want to define which pin I'm using. Please note that this is your signal cable, the signal pin. So here I'm using 38, but you can use any digital pin that's on your Arduino. First things first, I want to define my DHT11 sensor. Here with this library, there's an object which has plenty of methods that you can use to measure and gather data. In our setup, we want this code. I'm not sure if these delays are 100% needed, but if you're using Arduino, they're definitely not. But I've had some issues with the past with printing stuff with ESPs, so this is kind of a method that I found works. And then just a serial print just to make sure everything's worked fine. This is my power for my ESP, although if you're using Arduino you can just power it straight from the power pin, which will be shown through a diagram. So for our void loop, we're going to want this code. This is how we measure the temperature and everything from our DHT. DHT.read humidity, well, reads humidity. The read temperature reads the temperature, and if you're in America and you want to read it in terms of Fahrenheit, you put a true as the first parameter, and that will spit it out in terms of Fahrenheit. Just a quick check that everything has been read properly. Isnan is not a number, so it's just error checking if for some reason any of these are not working. Now I've just quickly found a bug with this. It should look like this. It was just where I got some preview code to make sure it worked, and I've just changed it up slightly just so it's a little bit clearer. Finally, we want to print our values like so. Just to run through it again, you want to include the library, you want to define what pin and what DHT type you have, you want to serial begin to initialize the serial port and everything. You don't need to do this line, but it's just good if so. This is exactly for an ESP32, but this is not needed on an Arduino. This is needed because you want to initialize the DHT to basically get it ready to read data from it. A 5-second delay, you don't need this, but just for this scenario we will. And then you want to read the temperatures, check if the data is valid, and then just print it. And here, if we verify the code, and here, now that we've verified, we can see that there's no issues. And if we upload it, here we can see the test, and here now we can see that it's printing. So the relative humidity of the room that I'm in is 54.4, and the temperature is 16.20 degrees. Now we can put it on the new line. You don't need to print it, you can then control whatever you need with this, but hopefully this was helpful. And now I'm going to show you how to do it using MicroPython. First things first, we want to import the pin from machine and also import the DHT11. We want to set up your VCC pin and your data pin. VCC is just power. Here I have it connected to 39 and my data pin is on 38. After that, I want to create my DHT sensor object. It's just DHT.DHT11, and then whatever my data pin is here is connected up to pin 38. And now it's just as simple as measuring and guessing the two temperature and humidity. Now this is in degrees Celsius and this is in relative humidity. And now all I want to do is just print. And if I run this script, we can see we get 16 degrees Celsius and 55% humidity. I hope this has been helpful. Bye for now.